30,000 years ago, in the depths of winter, someone crawled deep into a dark cave with a small lamp made of burning animal fat and painted pictures on the rock wall. Not simple scratches, astonishing pictures, horses, lions, rhinos, bison, rendered with such skill that when Pablo Picasso saw them, he said, "We have learned nothing in 10,000 years." These people were our ancestors. They had no science, no writing, no cities. They were hunter-gatherers surviving a brutal ice age, and yet they were creating art of breathtaking sophistication. What were they doing in those caves? Why did they do it? And what does it tell us about what makes us human? For most of human history, 300,000 years since modern humans first appeared in Africa, we lived in very small groups, moving with the seasons, hunting animals and gathering plants. But something was happening inside us. We were developing something no other animal has, the capacity to ask questions about existence itself. Where do we come from? Why are we here? What happens when we die? The cave paintings are evidence of this. A painting of a bison on a cave wall does not feed you or protect you from predators. It is evidence of a mind that can represent the world, that can imagine, that can find meaning beyond survival. The paintings are everywhere, in France, Spain, Indonesia, Australia, Africa. Wherever humans went, we painted. That universality suggests this was something deep in human nature itself. How were they painted? With red ochre and black charcoal using animal fat lamps. Here is the first surprising clue. Many of the most important paintings were made in the sections of caves with the best acoustics. We also find musical instruments nearby, bone flutes, percussion instruments. These paintings were probably not made in isolation. They were part of ceremonies, music, dancing, ritual, and images all together. These were not decorations. They were sacred spaces, something like a church or a temple, used for collective religious practice. Imagine you are living 30,000 years ago. No science, no written tradition. What are the experiences that fill you with wonder or terror or awe? Childbirth, a new life appearing from nothing. The stars, thousands of brilliant points of light in an unpolluted sky. Disease and healing. Why does one person recover when another dies? The animals. They seem to have their own mysterious lives. Without science, you have to build your own explanations. The soul travels. When a person dies, their soul goes somewhere else. Childbirth works the same way in reverse. The womb is a portal. What in nature most resembles a womb? A cave. So the cave is sacred. It is the place where the two worlds connect. The animals the hunters painted were not trophies. They were beings with souls. When a hunter killed a deer, the deer's soul returned to the spirit world. The paintings and rituals were a way of asking the spirit world to send the animals back. This is the core of what scholars call animism, the belief that everything is connected, that the natural world is full of life and spirit, and that human beings must maintain right relationships with those spirits. Every culture on Earth, at some point in its early history, had something like this. It's not primitive or childish, it's a sophisticated response to the deepest questions of existence. And here is what's remarkable. This worldview is not so different from what major religions still teach. The idea that life and death are connected, that there are forces greater than ourselves, that we owe something to the world that sustains us. Religion did not come from someone making things up to control people. It came from the encounter with genuine mystery. There are things about existence that are genuinely astonishing. What religion does, and has always done, is give communities a shared framework for navigating that mystery together. It creates ritual, which creates community. It creates stories, which create meaning. Religion, at its deepest level, is not about what you believe. It's about the questions you take seriously. Where do we come from? Why are we here? Where are we going? The cave paintings are the oldest record we have of this process. 30,000 years old, and still asking the same questions we are asking today. We haven't figured out the answers, but we haven't stopped asking. And maybe the asking is the most human thing we do. Thanks for watching.